As people struggle to cope with the cost of living, making savings in the supermarket is now a necessity for many. But prices that were quick to rise have been much slower to fall, despite costs coming down.
For months, retailers here say food items were priced to keep up with energy costs, wages and commodities that soared after the COVID pandemic and the war in Ukraine. Record high food price inflation surged to about 16% in March.
In May, it cooled marginally to 14%. French lawmakers have been aggressive in trying to bring prices down, forcing retailers to reflect cheaper raw material costs in supermarket aisles. For many, the savings couldn't come soon enough.
I'm not taking the basket, so I prefer to take all things in my hand, so I don't buy much things. Yeah, and I'm choosing the cheapest one.
Je n'ai pas de stratégie lorsque je rentre dans un supermarché.
I don't really have a strategy for going to the supermarkets. I just try to spend as much as I used to. This often means I need to buy less. It's hard now. We need to compare prices. We need to be careful. There's definitely fewer products in my basket now. But I don't think companies want to bring the prices down. Keeping the prices up is a good thing for them.
In June, the French government convinced 75 food companies to cut prices of dozens of items amid early signs of a decrease in raw material costs.
For much of the second half of the year, it is only that period where we'll start to see food prices moderating. It is quite clear why there's been such a lag between the retailer as well as what we're seeing in the farm level for the past 5 months, because global agricultural prices started softening aggressively towards the end of the year.
Consumers are expected to see price cuts of between 2 and 10% from July.
If you look at anything in the cereals basket related to grain, we think that that is going to decline in a coming months. That will be a lead. Secondly, anything that is on vegetable oil related products, we'll likely see those prices declining. Fruits and vegetables are also going to decline. We're not as positive about meat products because across the world today, we have what we call the avian influenza that is negatively affecting poultry farming in Brazil, in Europe, in South Africa, in Australia. It's the same thing in the egg prices. So that is going to be upside pressure on those prices. And the same is true for sugar prices, because in South America today, the sugar fields are not in good shape.
Protecting consumers from exorbitant food costs is a priority for European governments. In the UK, supermarket executives were hauled before Parliament monitoring food and fuel prices, while Hungary has imposed mandatory price caps on some food essentials.